Alright, hello everyone, I hope you guys are all doing well. If you're new to the channel, please take a look at the videos, or better still go to the new website. By the way, because we've got the new website, the old website is going to be completely dysfunctional as at the 1st of June. So most of you have already migrated into the new website, so that's great. If you're new to the YouTube channel, go to globaltraderclub.com and then you'll be able to know what we are doing here. Okay, so in the home page as well, you can go down and there's a blueprint. You can just download a free blueprint and see how we market, how we time the markets, and how we can, use timing in our trading to be more efficient and effective. All right, so that's the website. Now, I said in the videos that I did last week, I've got good news and great news. What is the good news and the great news? Well, first of all, as you are aware, by the way, this video is for the members only. Where is the members? Oh, here we are. This is the members website, right? So if you go into the members website, the first thing you're going to come across is the weekly market timing. Now, as you know, I've posted the weekly 11 to the 15 May on the 27th of April, and you can see the whole month of May, as you can see here, right? It's already on there, posted on the 27th of April. In addition to that, what have I done? Swing day periods. I added the swing day periods. I've also added the vector energy days this year, right? So now we've got the trade swing days, which we had before. We've got the intraday hours, which we had before. We've got now the vector days, which is great. And now we've got the swing day periods as well, which is this is really, really handy. And this stuff I used to do manually before, and this is the good news, which we're going to come to in a minute. I used to do all of this manually, and it used to be draining. So I never actually posted the vector days and the swing day periods because it was just like, draining me out. And as you know, I'm doing all of this manually, right? So it's all like in my book every day I'm doing these stuff, and I'm doing the full month of May, for example, in April, and it's just like draining. I'm like, I don't need to do this. So what I've done for the trading days, okay, possible vector days, not the timing, but for these two things, I've automated stuff, which I'm going to add onto the members area. The other thing I've automated is pricing, right? So you'll be able to get the trade days, the swing days, right? The most important swing days you'll be able to get with price levels as well as to when they can happen. Then all you've got to do is match it to your technical analysis. Now, still, the hours of the day is not automated because it needs work, and in fact that's the chunk of the work. So this I've automated, and the days are going to be clear. And why is it important for us? Because if you take a look here, just bear with me. Here I've designed a calculator. All right, so in this calculator we'll be able to see the future days, in fact to the hours as well we can do. I'm going to tweak around with this a little bit, but until the end of June I want to set this all straight, because in July I'm going to the summer house, in August I'm going to the mountain house, so 2 months I won't be around as usual, right? In June, July and August I'm not around, I'm on holiday, so I want to get this all done before June. Why is this an advantage? Because you can now calculate any asset, trading day, vector day, and the pricing. This is really, really crucial, because then all you have to do is just sit and wait for the day and nail it. Now remember, there are two types of dates we can look at. Intra-week, right? So within the week, how we can go, and that's the trading days, which I provide in the members area, right? So when we're talking about a trade day or a swing day, we're talking about this week. If I'm going to trade this week, for example, gold, right? Remember, I do gold a lot. So I'm going to be looking at Wednesday, right? So we want to chuck a Yui Wednesday, right? Also, if I'm looking at, for example, the swing days periods for May, right? So if I've got the swing day periods, I'm thinking to myself, okay, what days in May can I expect swings in the market, or peak outs and reversals, right? And ending dates for those cycles. So then I'm thinking to myself, I've got May 5. Well, remember, we started on a May 5. This blue arrow is a May 5. And we went all the way into the 13th. That's your 13th, remember? Why do I have that 13th there? Because if you go there, I've got May 13 starting a new cycle, and this is peaked out on, the May 5 is peaked out on the 14th. And this is your 13. Wait, I'm going to keep these there. And this is your 14, right? And then I've got 13 and 14, right? This is why I said, you know, gold, we want to come down here. Now, let's take a look at 13, 14. Now, let's take a look at gold trade day for the week. Oh, look, it's a Wednesday, all right? So now I've got Wednesday plus the 13th, right? And the 14th we're peaking out. So from the May 5th all the way into there, we're all honky-dory. And this was last week's swing day, right? Trade day. So we followed it from May 5, one trading day, swing day, to the next. And then we've got the reversal caught up right there. Now then, knowing all of that in advance is obviously great, right? So this calculator is going to do that for us. Plus, I've got pricing as well. Let's take a look at the pricing. So whatever we want to price. Now, this is Forex. Okay, so I want to take a look at gold. So let's take a look at gold. Now, if I am expecting a reversal, look, this is a trade day, but let's take the 13th, right? The high of the day on the 13th is what? So I'll take the high, 47.26. I'll put in there 47.26. Okay, you can put a decimal point in, doesn't matter, all right? And then if I'm going down, obviously we're reversing, right? So I want to go down. So the first thing I want to be looking at is 4,624 because I want a price target. 4,624 is the first price target. 4,624. Okay. All right. So that's the first target there, right? 4,626. I'm going to get rid of these because these are what I posted manually last week, right? So 4626, that's our initial thing. Obviously, we want to go a little lower than that because we've got a gap there, right? But this is a place where you can manage the trade. So this is important to know. And then I've got 4,556. 4,556. Which is pretty much right there. All right. So as you can see, we've kind of like came into here, manage the trade, take profit. What else are we adding to that? Well, we're adding to it the time that we get there. All right. So if you now have on top of the pricing your trade day plus on Wednesday, at what time you're kind of like thinking you're going to be there, okay, or on Friday when you're going to be there, all right, then these are hours. They're going to give you the times when we're going to get there or when we're going to start a trade, right? So you know when to start a trade, when to potentially end your trade, and when price meets time, you want to be like kind of getting out. So if you're day trading, then you know how to follow it through. So from 4,625, as you can see here, we're following it into 56 is right there. And that is a trade hour there. So you would be like, okay, so that's a trade hour, that's a trade hour. So this zone is now already, you can see the market is getting choppy. So with a trading hour plus a price, you're already like out of the game, and you called it a day and you said bye-bye. So from the 13th, from Wednesday, you're like following this all the way in there from one high price to a low target, which you can integrate yourself into. And this is intra-week trading. I can keep the position open overnight if I want, or if I can say to myself, look, I'm going to go down into Friday because I want to come there. And if those are the price levels that I'm looking at, I don't need to rush this in. Okay, I can just, follow through. And now the beautiful thing is we could do this for any asset, okay? Because previously we were all stuck with what I was doing. And because I was doing it manually, there was no way for me to give every day or calculate like 10, 15, 20 assets, thinking like, okay, you know what, this is going to take ages. So now you can do this for any asset you want. Gold, euro, dollar, Bitcoin, they're standard with me, as you know. But indices, I don't like to trade indices, so I'm just going to focus on these three and just work on it. And you can price anything you want because I've designed it in a way where you can actually do Forex, gold, commodities, whatever, crypto, and anything you want to trade. So having the days and the prices is obviously going to be a really, really eye-opener for us. This page will also give us the trade days too. So if I'm looking for like a Wednesday or a Monday and Friday for euro dollar, for example, right? So if I do euro dollar, let's get into there, right? And I know that Monday and Friday is a trading day. Plus, I also know from the swing day periods, I had the 5th of May, all right, plus my trading day. See, the blue is the swing day period starting, 5th of May. Then we're going into this trading day, all right? Now, remember, this week we had 11th to the 15th. All right, so we got here 11th to the 15th and Monday and Friday. Now look what happens. This is Tuesday, right? This is Monday the 11th. Market makes a high coming in there, and that's the 12th, and that's the 13th, 14th, 15th. So the market kind of peaked out and a new cycle starting. And remember, for days I'm saying, guys, you want to come down here, you want to come down here, you want to come down here. Now look at the price there, 15.49. So if I'm up here on a trade day, I take the high price. Let's take this high price, for example, on that day, on the 11th, right? So I've got on the 11th, what's the high price? I've got 17.87. So I put in there Forex, right? So let's do Forex 1.1787. And it's already giving me the levels, right? So if I come down here a little bit more, you can see. So we want to come down into what? 1664, 1556. So already 1664. This is where I'm going to be looking to make sure I manage the trade, right? And then I've got 1556, right? Where are we? 1556 is there. Okay, so then I know 1556 is there. Now this is great. Why? Because I want the market to come to these lines, so it's obviously matching my price. Now then I have to do something additional, which is going to make my life really easy, is when we get there, are we having a trade day? So then I can go to the trade day. Let's take a look. Okay, so this is the trade day tab, right? So then I can come into April, May. So then what I have to do is, well, what's next week? Well, next week is going to be, that's Saturday. So Tuesday, right? So on the euro dollar, I'm going to be looking at the 16 and the 18 and Friday. So Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Next week is for us on the cards, right? So Monday, I don't have to think about buying at all. I need to wait for Tuesday or Thursday. So if we end up down here on a Tuesday or Thursday, that's a trade day that has come to a price which squared out, right? So if I'm using GAN for squaring out the price, plus using the trade day for my cycle calculation, then I've got a place that matches my technical analysis. I've got a trade day plus a price. Now, what's beautiful afterwards? Well, afterwards you've got the next week, right? You're going to have the hours, which are already posted there, by the way. So if you're a member, you can already go in there and check out all of the hours for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And they're all there. In fact, all the way until the end of May. Like I said, I posted on the 27th of April. So I've got trade day, swing day, pricing, timing, intraday. So all of that comes together. And then you have, where are we? You have a sell-off on Tuesday, right? And this is exactly right, because euro dollar Monday, market makes the trading day high, and after Monday, you can see Monday selling off is fine. You sold off Monday, you're good. Turn this into a 15-minute chart. Let's take us all the way into the week. And that's it. All right. So Monday, trading day, the high of the week. You're just selling it off, low risk, all the way into those pricing targets Thursday, Friday. All right. So, obviously knowing all of that stuff in advance is crucial if you want to trade in a calm, planned way. And this is really great because it helps your psychology as well. So you're not like worried all the time. You've got a price target. You know when the days are coming in. You know how long this could last. Okay. And if you're wrong, you don't want to be in that trade anyway. But the majority of the things I show, you can see they work, and over time and time. Now, having these obviously in the members area, which they're not on there, like I said, but they will be by hopefully by the end of June, then the members will be able to also use the software to manage their time and price, the trading days and the pricing. Now, another thing is, what about the intradays or the long-term swings? For the long-term swings, I have done something, and for the intraday trade hours, I have also done something. They do work and they're great, but this is only for people who took the trading course for the timing. Okay, if you took the timing course, you'll know what to look for. If you haven't, you're just going to get confused, and the last thing I want is anybody confused. This is why using this is like really, really easy. You're just looking at the screen and you go, oh, these are the swing days, trade days, let's do it. So the intraday timing, I've designed a software for it. This is why I've been like not posting much, like case studies, trade examples. I haven't been doing any of that because like for months I'm stuck in this programming cycle, but I've come to pretty much the end of it all. So once this is all available, you'll be able to do this for any asset you want whatsoever. So it's all going to be hunky-dory. All right. Like I said, for the other intraday timing and the long-term cycles, it is like it requires training, like one-on-one. And I'm not going to be doing one-on-one training courses and coaching anymore, as that probably I'll just do this last year because I've got a few obligations to a few people. But after 2026, I don't think I'll be doing any one-on-one coaching. It's just going to be purely, everything's just going to be online. And if anybody wants to learn, they'll just do it online, and the software will be available online, and then you'll be able to kind of like pretty much do whatever you want to do. And that's basically it, guys. So this is the good and the great news. The timings, as you can see, the vector days, the trade swing periods, plus everything with the software is now coming all together. And this is really what's making it a fintech company for timing the markets. And then afterwards, I'm going to do the pricing software as well. As you know, we had that on the MT4. I'm going to do it for the MT5 myself, so I can get it all worked up and designed. And I'm also working on an ordering function where you'll be able to enter the time periods, order the price, and just trade according to time and price, all automated with your manual entry into the trade order. So hopefully that's going to be coming up as well. And this is why I've been away from trading for a while, simply because I want to get this all done, put it in the members area, and really, do the max benefit. And then I'm going to be starting to get back into trading as well. In the interim though, have a good weekend, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time as well. And I really appreciate all the members who've stuck it out with me for years, and it's really good to see that we've got members who've been with me for 2, 3, 4 years. Like, it's really cool. So thank you for that as well, and hopefully see you guys in the new members area as well. It's going to be much better and cleaner and more efficient the way we're going to be trading. Have a good day and a great week already.